Coming up, is the new noise ordinance in Rockbridge County helping to quiet down the weeknight parties? Local middle schoolers get extra inspiration to learn. And the latest on the backyard chicken movement in Lexington. All this and more on the Rockbridge Report. Good afternoon and welcome to the Rockbridge Report. I'm Michael Freeman. The new noise ordinance in Rockbridge County that went into effect this past summer requires students to turn off their music at 11 o'clock on weeknights and midnight on the weekends. But the high number of noise complaints this year suggests the restriction is not preventing students from blasting their speakers late at night. I talked with students, neighbors, and law enforcement to get the latest on the noise ordinance. This year, the Rockbridge County Sheriff's Department is cracking down on loud late-night partying by stepping up enforcement. Noise complaints this year are on track to be the highest ever.
The policy that the Sheriff's Office has adapted this fall was if we're getting calls to those residences with student partying, then the officers, the deputies are citing whatever violations they see. And that's why the underage possession, drinking underage, those arrests have gone up.
And they have gone up. The Sheriff's Department has set a record this year for student minor in possession arrests, also called MIPs. But some students believe the zero tolerance policy will have little impact on behavior.
The percentage of people that will actually get MIPs out of all the people that drink will be so ridiculously low still. It's not a real incentive to not drink.
Neighbors of these students aren't seeing a whole lot of progress either.
It has been worse this year. I don't know why, because I thought that we were sort of working towards getting things under control.
An earlier effort to control the amount of noise from late-night parties is the Campus Community Coalition, but this group was designed to ease relations between W&L students and local residents. Yet despite its good intentions, the group doesn't seem to be reducing the problem.
It's been worse, and the students have forced, in a sense, the residents to call the police more than the residents actually would prefer to.
Is the Campus Community Coalition a cure-all for town gown issues? No. And at the same time, there's no other body that exists other than what has come out of Washington and Lee to have the conversations.
For noise complaints, contact Rockbridge County Sheriff's Department at 540-463-7328 or Don Watkins at 540-458-8751. Lexington officials want to use bows and arrows to control the city's overflowing deer population. The archery proposal would allow hunting within the city, but no bows and arrows would be allowed within 100 yards of the dwelling, street, or public place. Lexington Police Captain Bucky Miller and City Manager John Elistad met with citizens Wednesday night to gauge community reaction to the proposal. Bow hunting in the city can only take place with an amendment to the city code. Elistad will give the details of the proposal at the next city council meeting. The city can also apply for an extended archery season with the Virginia Department of Game and Inland Fisheries. Four Loko, a caffeinated alcoholic energy drink, is coming under fire in Virginia. 9 students in Washington state were hospitalized for alcohol poisoning after drinking Four Loko. Many states recognize the possible dangers of the beverage. Michigan was the first state to ban the popular drink. Washington state and Virginia are currently contemplating doing the same. Caffeinated alcoholic beverages, unlike regular alcoholic drinks, are said to be more dangerous because the caffeine masks intoxication. Those who drink the beverage report feeling less drunk than if they had drank the same amount of alcohol without the added caffeine. The FDA is investigating whether or not Four Loko and approximately 30 other caffeinated alcoholic drinks deserve a nationwide ban. Students at Maury River Middle School receive some extra homework help and participate in enrichment activities. Rockbridge reporter Melissa Powell takes a look at this new program in its first few weeks.
Around 60 middle school students learn team-building lessons and hands-on skills from community members.
Hopefully we'll capture the students that might get a little bit tired of school or might be getting frustrated with school, and hopefully entice them to stay in school.
The after-school program is called NEXT and is aimed at increasing high school graduation rates. The program is funded by a 21st Century federal grant that the school received in August. The 3-year grant is awarded to schools with a high number of economically disadvantaged students. The school is receiving $159,000 per year. The money is split between personnel, workshop leaders, materials, and transportation to and from activity locations. Next is divided into 3 sections. In the first section, students complete 40 minutes of homework with help from Rockbridge County High School and Washington and Lee University students.
With one of the students that I work with, he's gotten more motivated to do his homework. Before, he was sort of used to teachers yelling at him about not doing his homework. And when you take sort of a less militant approach, the students respond well, and I have seen a lot of growth.
In the second and third sections, students complete workshops conducted by high school teachers or community organizers. Every other week, the students travel to the high school for their scholastic workshops.
Every week they have a project. They start on Monday, finish up on Thursday with the culminating event. And, it gets them to meet the teachers, see the high school.
On the off weeks, students attend workshops given by community members.
So it's important that we collaborate and take these kids to some wonderful places inside the community and teach them about healthy living.
For the Rockbridge Report, I'm Melissa Powell.
Next is currently near its maximum capacity with 66 students. But if you're interested in the program, contact Paige Crawford at 540-577-9500. The man accused of shooting 2 campers in Rockbridge County 3 years ago was arrested in Rockfort, Texas last week. Kevin Anthony Howard of Tawano, Virginia, which is near Richmond, was apprehended while cutting grass for a local lawn service. Howard will face charges of 2 counts of attempted murder and other charges when he's returned to Rockbridge County. Washington and Lee University sold Skylark, the university's mountaintop retreat center, to the Kohlberg family of Charlottesville for more than $3 million. Skylark was originally donated to W&L in the 1970s. The university decided to sell the property last summer because the cost of maintaining the property was too high. The Kohlbergs will continue to use Skylark Farm as a retreat and conference center while preserving the environmental integrity of the land. The Christmas trees that Skylark usually provides the Rockbridge County community will still be available this holiday season. Coming up, I sit down with Rockbridge reporter Tim Watson to wrap up last week's elections. And later in the show, Rockbridge County residents commemorate Veterans Day.
Don't have the opportunity to gracefully age.
I wouldn't have been at this ceremony if I hadn't been at this ceremony first. Unfortunately, nearly 30% of U.S. high school students aren't making it to graduation. And every one of us, every parent, every friend, and neighbor, has the responsibility to provide the support and encouragement they need to make it through. Because we all need to see a lot more of these pictures.
I'm lucky. Let me help you with that. I get to do something I love. It has nothing to do with touchdowns or titles. Everybody bring it in. I get to play a part in the life of someone just starting out. How many of you think homework is just as important as teamwork? I help keep kids in school. Good. And that's the name of the game. My name is LaDainian Thomason. I don't just wear the shirt, I live it.
Give, advocate, volunteer. Live United.
Last week, voters in Lexington elected 3 new city council members. Here to talk more about the result is Rockbridge reporter Tim Watson. Thanks for joining us, Tim.
Of course.
Now, Tim, there are 3 new city council members, and they all have ideas to improve the business and help citizens out downtown. How are they going about doing this?
Well, I'm glad you mentioned business, Michael. There really is a concerted effort by those on council and the new members as well to boost the downtown area in Lexington. It's really quite something, actually. There's talks about expanding the downtown, exactly what it means to be in downtown Lexington. Right now it's around 3 or 4 blocks, and we'd like to see a little more development down there, says some council members. There's also been talk of developing the East Lexington side, the entrance corridor, which gets lots of traffic, and Chuck Smith, one of the new elected, believes that there's a lot of potential there for growth as well. On the personal side, there's little quirks that each member sort of brings to the legislation. One in particular that stands out is the ability to have chickens in your homes if you're an in-town resident. Another one would have a dog park be built downtown as well.
Now, Tim, do the current members seem supportive of the new members' ideas?
Oh, absolutely. There's definitely already some cohesion between the newly elected and those already serving. I spoke with Councilman Cox a few days ago, and he expressed sort of an excitement of having some fresh faces on council. It seems that those in the community really do like serving on the council, but they do also like seeing people get their hand at doing it. So 3 new members. There seems to be definitely some good push behind them already.
Well, Tim, I appreciate you joining us.
Absolutely.
Will Indian summer stick around this weekend? Your weather is next. Urban chickens are the latest in the organic food movement. Find out why some local residents want to continue the trend.
Hey.
Ready to go?
Yeah, but the fire's not out.
Close enough.
Close enough? If it's too hot to touch, it's too hot to leave. I mean, the next thing you know, you've torched our whole neighborhood.
Which is why we're not going anywhere?
Exactly. 9 out of 10 wildfires are caused by humans.
Only you can prevent wildfires.
Es un gran día para los deportes. Vaya festín de jugadas que tenemos.
Mucha acción, David, por eso nos vamos directamente a la pelota. Es el duelo padre-hijo en el jardín. Batazo al jardín derecho, no. Y se cayó.
Se cayó, pero bueno, ahí va.
Nos vamos ahora al básquet, 2 contra 1.
Y la clava. Solita, la clavó.
Y ahora el fútbol. Ahí está papá, que la pase.
Solo.
Lo va a definir, golazo. Estas son escenas que no se repiten. Las mejores jugadas suceden en casa.
Tómate el tiempo para ser un buen papá.
It's a great day, isn't it? Yeah. Too bad your boat's gonna sink at 11:05.
Don't come closer. I have rabies. Don't you wish there were warnings to protect you from life's risks? With diabetes, there is one. It's called A1C, a simple blood test that helps measure your risk of serious complications. Learn more at diabetesaonc.org.
The national movement to have urban chickens has hit Lexington. Many residents want to have hens on their residential property, but the city code states that it is unlawful to keep or raise poultry. Rockbridge reporter Holly Southers reports on the local support and opposition.
People in Lexington want the opportunity to raise chickens in their backyards, like neighboring cities, Charlottesville and Lynchburg.
For the city of Lexington to support this would be a wonderful thing for families like mine. It would be a lot more convenient for us to maintain a small flock right in our backyard.
Local supporters say there are several benefits to having small flocks of laying hens in the city.
What they can do is literally take just about all the kitchen scraps and they'll either eat them or you can mix them in with compost.
Supporters were rejected 4 years ago when they presented their proposal to City Council because members were concerned it would cause future conflicts.
The ordinance is very clear in the city that you cannot keep fowl or, barnyard animals or whatever. You just can't have them. And I think it makes sense because where do you stop? If you want to raise chickens, why can't I raise pigs?
Other concerns are that the chickens will be noisy and smell badly, but several studies show that most of these beliefs are myths and can be easily avoided if proper articles are included in the ordinance.
I think Lexington could come to a happy medium where a person could come in, apply for a permit to have chickens, and we would make them get permits. We would go out, look at the property, make sure it's suitable for chickens, make sure that their coop is suitable.
Supporters plan to propose an urban chicken ordinance to Lexington City Council in January. Until then, these local hens will remain in the county. For the Rockbridge Report, I'm Holly Southers.
Residents interested in learning more about urban chickens may attend the Shenandoah Poultry and Garden Club meeting. The next scheduled meeting will be held on Thursday, November 18th. The Commonwealth of Virginia has a fuel assistance program to help low-income families meet their home heating needs. The deadline to apply for fuel assistance is tomorrow. To qualify, a one-person household with a monthly income cannot exceed $1,174, and the monthly income for a family of 4 cannot exceed $2,389. For more information, contact Rockbridge Area Social Services at 540-463-7143. It looks like another beautiful fall weekend in Rockbridge County. Tomorrow, we'll see highs in the mid to upper 60s with sunny skies, but make sure to bundle up if you're heading out on the town tomorrow night. The low will sink down to 34 degrees. The sunny skies and warm weather continue Saturday night. We'll have lows in the 40s, though. Grab your umbrella before going to brunch on Sunday. Highs will be in the mid-60s with light rain falling throughout the day. Sunday night will be chilly. Look for temperatures as low as 40 degrees. The work week starts with cloudy skies and highs topping out at 58 degrees Monday night. Monday night temperatures will cool to a chilly 43 degrees. Expect rain on Tuesday with a high of 58 and a low near 40 degrees. After the show, Rockbridge reporter Jessica Strait sits down with Suzanne Sheridan, the director of Rockbridge Area Free Clinic. But first, look at some of the Veterans Day festivities in Lexington.
The hurricane has passed, but the recovery won't be complete until all the water has receded. If you're having trouble coping, Trained and Caring Help is waiting.
Hello, Grover, what are you doing?
Oh, I am making my emergency kit. I want to be prepared just in case.
Oh, my friend Mia made a kit with her family. Everyone help! They packed flashlights and batteries, water, food, a radio, and put it where they could find it rapidamente, quickly.
I guess I should take my canoe out of there, huh?
Look, Grover.
Help your family get ready for an emergency. Learn more at ready.gov/sesame.
Hello there. It is your old pal Grover. Meet my new friends.
Madison, Isaac, Alexa, Romeo, Amanda.
They have last names too.
Vigo, Shane, Lopez, Rodriguez, Warner.
Everybody has a first and last name, even mommies and daddies. Do you know yours? Do you know your mommies and daddies? If you do not, go find out.
Know your whole name so grown-ups can help you in an emergency. Learn more at ready.gov/sesame.
I am a teenager.
I am online.
I enjoy sharing thoughts,
Music, videos,
ideas, information.
I will not
be a victim to threats,
to stalking, to soliciting, to predators.
I will be responsible. I will be careful.
I will be honest,
I will be smarter. I will get my parents involved.
I will protect myself.
I will be safe.
I am a teenager.
And I
will not
be bullied.
Oh, Saint and Star-Spangled Banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
You're looking at scenes from Veterans Day in Lexington. Well, that's all we have for you today. Don't forget to check us out online at rockbridgereport.wlu.edu, and stay tuned after the show for this week's Newsmaker with Suzanne Sheridan, Executive Director of Rockbridge Area Free Clinic. I'm Michael Freeman. Thanks for watching.